Yo, 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 what's up? What's up, cold brew ski?
What's up, Scratch Ski? All right, let's get started. Hey guys, Colbert here with my buddy Scratch. We're gonna be doing another raid video for the channel today. How are you, Scratch? How you doing?
Bro, I'm doing great. Good to hear that I'm still your buddy after the arena defeat yesterday. So that's
It's
good, you know?
fine. It's fine. It's good sometimes to be taking those defeats and carrying on. We're gonna talk about something today, guys, that might be of interest to you. This is a big part of raid. I remember the last time me and Scratch, we had like a big champion training tournament. We were talking together at the same time, like dude, what are you gonna do in this one? It was Krisk tournament, if you guys remember that, and we both said we were pushing the first day like crazy, and with that sort of strategy we would get the reward in the end, and that's how we got our Krisk through that tournament. I think mine was the second Krisk. Was it yours, like a second Krisk reward?
Yeah, well, mine was second, and I'm glad I went for him, bro, because I would really love a third Krisk right now, honestly, for Hydra. But I can work around without it, and just with two of them is perfect to have two, you know. I wouldn't mind if I would get a third, you know what I mean? So I'm very, very happy that I went for the second one, because I was kind of like in between. I was like, do I want to be stuck indoors for the next 7 days with growing beard, you know, stinking
that was
armpits and all the
that
rest
was
of
hell
things, just
Hades. Yeah, it was
clicking,
crazy.
you know?
It was crazy.
So I was like, okay, I'll do it, you know, I'll do it. But the good part is that, in a way, for us, we can kind of like utilize our platforms to intimidate your opponent, you know. Like,
yeah, they see your name,
said,
like they see
mine,
Scratch.
This is mine, you know, like I'm gonna go for him. Of course, whales won't get intimidated by it, but you know how it is. Nobody will try to snipe you, maybe. And I usually always drop a huge amount of points in the first day. I do a massive burst, so I'm kind of like doing my signature. Hello, I'm here. Think twice before you decide to push my points even higher, because I'm gonna go higher, you know. Basically, that's how it goes, you know. Pretty stupid,
it's the intimidation tactic, and that's what I've done for this tournament. You can see it on your screen, guys. And
everybody does it, yeah. Everybody, even
I wanted that Ukos also. I did. Okay, I'm gonna do crazy amount of points day one. If they want to be competing with me, I'll just push up the points every single day. And the point is not to flex or anything, guys. What I wanted to talk really in this video, and I had Scratch here, we did a collab just now on his channel. It will be posted, I think, the same day as my video. What I wanted to talk about with Scratch a little bit is that we see the souls as rewards there for a champion, and Raid has a 4-day champion training tournament for people to compete in for that thing as a reward, for a soul of a champion that some players might not have, some players might have it. But is this really where Raid is going? Is like the direction they're going, like giving out souls? It seems very weird, because we used to have champion training tournaments for champions. We used to have like at least 2 or 3 per year. So one every 3 to 4 months is very reasonable, I want to say, if they have good champions in it. Last one I think we had was for Battle Khazar and Durandal around November 2022, guys. So a long time ago, almost a year.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's crazy, because you just mentioned it before, and I can't believe it that it's been such a long time. I went for that specific champion, and not because I was intending to go for him. My group was pretty low. I've done some points for whatever reason, and then the second day I just got engaged into it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna double my points, and I'm gonna try to bring him home just for empowerment for the ice golem. But I'm not using battle anywhere, you know, which is weird.
Yeah.
It was one of my most. It was one of my most favorite champions in the game, design-wise, you know. So
he was very good for a long time, and the game offering you this sort of power through a champion training tournament makes it possible for players who are maybe low spenders, mid spenders, to maybe have a chance. It's not always possible. We know that there's whales, there's whatever, but sometimes you get lucky. You'll be in a group that maybe you can compete. Maybe the stars align, and you'll be able to pick up a champion. And
it happens. It happens for a lot of them. Actually,
Battle Khazar was the last one, and then previously to that it was June 2022 with Kaioku and Magnar as a reward, if you remember. And I mean, Kaioku is a very solid champion. I wouldn't say it's the same as Battle Khazar in terms of what she provides, but still a solid champion can work in many situations. So Raid was giving out these champions through tournaments, like let people compete, they'll do the training and they'll get the champion. But now with the souls, I think they're taking a different direction. We had the EMIC tournament for souls, not even a month ago. I want to say it was almost right
like
after. So
right after 2-3 weeks ago, bro. 2 weeks ago, I would say, yeah, around 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and now they had this one for Uko. They had a similar sort of event, kind of chasing for UDK souls. So going that way, trying to get people to get these souls for champions, seems to be the way, the direction they're taking it. And I'm kind of not liking it. I would prefer if they kept on with the normal champion training, or some kind of other way to acquire champions other than champion training. Or I think they did summon chase tournaments in the past with a champion as a reward. So I would still want to see souls being offered, but I would still want to see champions being offered as well. Not for me personally, but for generally all the players, because they do, like, for level 60 players to 80, they'll have a champion there. For 80 to 100, they'll have a champion there. So that direction, I think, would be most ideal, because here, not everybody has this soul. Not everybody would benefit. You want to be giving out stuff. You want to keep your audience happy.
Engaged, yeah.
And engaged in the game, be happy, because now there's distractions playing. There's distractions right now. There's other games who try to take in a little bit of the pie that you managed to bake all these years with the gacha game. So there's Dragonair. Shout out to Sky. She's going to be streaming on later today, I think. And there's also Watcher of Realms. Shout out to me. I have another channel for Watcher of Realms, which I've been doing videos almost daily. So all these games, they won't be competing with Raid 1-to-1, but they are trying to step their foot into this genre of games.
And they are, bro. Like, you can see that all these games in the past years, they were rubbish, okay? All these EE and whatever other games they were out there, and Awaken, Chaos Era, Magic, Infinite Raid, or whatever the heck, they were at bottom level, okay? These new games are stepping up a lot in terms of graphics, in terms of mechanics, in terms of gameplay, in terms of generally just paying attention to details, you know? So it's definitely gonna be an interesting year, an interesting end of 2023, I would say. And yeah, how you mentioned, talking about souls and champions, you know, like, we are getting 4-star souls now. I'm always saying it's easier to get a champion than is to get the soul for the champion, and mainly it's because of the way the summoning works in the game, the increased chances, the availability of shards all around from you farming daily content. And if they would replace that champion in the champion chase tournament with a 6-star soul, and for first place, second place get a 5-star, third place get a 4-star, and get the other ones in the regular milestones on the side, so everybody can get the souls, even though they might not have the champion just yet. Maybe they're gonna summon that champion tomorrow, straight after the event is done, and they manage to secure from milestones a couple of stars for the Awakening. Then you could argue that is not a bad thing, you know. Even if people don't have the soul, some of them might look, this is an OP champion. I am interested in getting that champion in the future. I'm hoping to be able to summon him, so I want to have the soul available. So some people will think like this. Of course, when they are adding these sort of rewards, they're instantly limiting the amount of people that are interested to compete in these events, unlike the champion events where you're getting a champion and people are, I want to get this champion, and everybody wants to get a champion, basically, you know? I feel like they're kind of like chopping their own legs off with these sort of events, and I am definitely looking forward to the next event where you're getting a champion, rather than just getting them from summon chase tournaments, you know, where you just summon to get heroes, because that's what they've done recently. They replaced them in that way, where you just summon. You had Theodore, you had the Supreme Gallic, you had a few others. You got to summon to get them. Prince Kaimar, which was the most recent one, if I'm not mistaken, you know. So I don't think it's necessarily the wisest choice, in my opinion, to completely scrap that off.
It's a way that they went that is different to what they used to do. They're always testing these ways of trying to guide players in different ways to spend their resources. And I don't know if this is the right way. I would definitely want to see something else, like fragments for a champion available for all players, maybe on the right hand side. So if there's multiple tournaments through a couple of months, and maybe that way they can guaranteed acquire one champion other than fusions and fragment collections that we usually do. But let's say Uko, they would have Uko here, maybe for players who are new, but they never done the fusion, but they are happy to compete, knowing that they'll eventually get, you know, a champion such as Uko in that way. And that was really what I wanted to talk about. Like, I feel like Raid should be taking some decisions and thinking about it twice. And especially with these champion training tournaments or other sort of tournaments that they need to introduce for us to acquire champions other than the fusions and the fragment collections that they do every month, right? We're gonna have probably one by the end of this month. We don't know what yet, but it's pretty much guaranteed that we'll have one. And whether it's good or not, we don't know. But I hope it's a cool one that shakes things up, like some of the good ones we had last I would say last couple of fusions. I think we had Newt. I think Newt was the best one.
Yeah, awesome fusion that one, bro. And even now I remember people commenting, "Scratch, this is gonna be a champion that sits in the vault for all the end game players." I was like, my God, please,
no chance.
Please let me give myself a facepalm. I wish YouTube would have the facepalm emote, because I would put it at so many comments, but unfortunately they don't have it.
Yeah, I even went for the Fire Knight skin. I think there was like a champion. Yeah, I love this guy so much. If he was faster, if he was a little bit faster when he was running, it would be the perfect champion.
Perfect, yeah.
For you know, those speed runs. Anyway, guys, this was the video. Definitely check out the link for the other video we did, the other collab with Scratch on his channel. And make sure I'll put that down below for you guys. Thank you all. Thank you, Scratch. I'll see you all soon.